And we're back to finish this bad boy. As you can see, I've already done the cockpit and cockpit jeweling. It was just a very light blue that I put down as a base coat and kind of did white highlights. This will pop a lot more when I get the shiny sealer on there, the gloss varnish. But right now we're going to do silver details, like I said before. So I've got some, let's see, what do they call this? Honed steel from MSP. And we're just going to pick out some of the mechanical bits, like the vents on the back of his legs here, or what I assume to be vents. Now I got a bit too much paint on there, so I'll have to draw from that before it dries. Problem with these metallic paints is they're a little bit thicker than your normal non-chromatic paints. Getting in really delicate places like this is always a little bit nerve-wracking. I guess I missed a bit on that left leg there as I bumped the camera. Cool. We're going to do too much to this. I kind of like for the grunts to keep them nice and basic. And yeah, I know we're covering up some of the detail that we previously highlighted, but these things are kind of always evolving. You never know what you're really going to finish with until you finished with it, so. And it never hurts to have some more practice, right? Sure, I'll pop that bubble. And we'll fill that gun barrel in right at the end. Got a neat little tool for that. I think I'm going to leave this gun barrel here solid green, but there's tiny little, like, what looks like to be cameras, maybe? Ports here. I'm going to dab a little bit of silver on. Maybe these two other cameras or lights, whatever they are. Right up here. Let's see, what else should we make silver? I see some small little things. Honestly, I think that's all this thing needs. So now we're going to come through with some black. Fill in the gun barrels, a few little detail pieces. Get that shook up here. We'll let the silver dry, and right before we finish this, we'll do some black wash again on the silver to really pull it out. So this here, what I've got, is actually a piece of very thin rod that came with one of the mechs for like antennas. But to me, it is perfect for just getting little dabs of paint on and filling gun barrels and little ports and things. Like on his shin here, these little triangles are perfect for this to fill. And I've got a little black triangle. And I'm sure you could do this with like pencil graphite from a mechanical pencil. Sure, it would work the same, just be a little bit more fragile. But it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to come in here with a paintbrush to fill in holes. That got a little bit away from me there. I wonder if I can scratch any of that off. Survey says no. So I'll have to come in with some little dab of green and try to fix that. But mistakes happen. Happy accident, I guess, what Bob Ross would say, but I'm not too happy about it, to be honest. Let's see, and why not? We'll fill in these questionable purpose circles on his knee here. And up on his hip. Not quite enough paint. That looks like too much. Wipe that accident right away. Sorry I keep bumping the camera. It's really hard to get this close enough and not just nail the camera. Anywhere else with solid black? I'm gonna go with no. So now we'll get some black wash, and if I can figure out where I put it, and pretty much be done with this thing. There it is. Okay, now the cool thing about the silver being a really bright paint is that you can black wash it and basically be done with it. You don't have to come back and highlight it a lot of the times. So this is the black wash, so I'm not super worried about it kind of showing up on the through overpowering the silver, because I just dumped that in the wrong black paint. Even here at the top, assuming I don't have way too much paint, I can kind of just come through here and lightly apply some of this and wipe away the excess from where I don't want it. And the silver is a bright enough, strong enough color. That was completely off camera, wasn't it? That it'll sit in the cracks, but not sit up on the top. So if you compare this one to that one, looks a lot better, and I don't have to come back and do anything else to that. So hopefully, again, now in focus, in frame. I got way too much there, so I'll come back to that. Get some black in here. And just like that, I'll wipe it away. It'll be just fine. This video is going to be kind of long, but hopefully I won't ever have to come back and show you this one again, because it'll just be done. So the last thing I want to do is put that shiny varnish on the cockpit, so you can kind of see that full effect, the matte varnish, or the gloss varnish. Because the matte varnish, I don't really even need to show that. It's literally just base coating, and it'll look wet and shiny when it's wet. That sounds stupid, but when it dries, it'll look like you didn't do anything at all, and that's the point. But this stuff, the gloss, is always going to look wet. Always going to look like shiny glass. So it is wet now, of course, but it is going to dry and continue to do that sheen effect. Yeah, it's really picking it up there. It's going to always do that. So that I'm pretty happy with. And that, once I do the matte varnish that won't make it look any different, is one done Locust. Thanks for watching.